You've probably seen them floating around online, right? These messages that promise to completely change your life with just a single click. Well, today, we're going to dig into one that's gone totally viral, an audio track that claims it can make you rich just by listening to it. I know, it sounds way too good to be true, so let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how this so-called wealth decree is actually put together. So this is really the million-dollar question, isn't it? Can a simple message, just some audio, actually change your financial reality? The source we're looking at today says absolutely. So how on earth does it even begin to build a case for a promise that extraordinary? And boom, here's the opening line. Right out of the gate, notice the language. This isn't a suggestion, it's a declaration. It presents wealth as a guaranteed thing, a sure outcome, not just a maybe. That level of absolute, unshakable confidence is exactly what makes it so powerful, and that's what we need to unpack. So how does a message like this get its hooks into you so fast? Well, it starts by going straight for the jugular. It targets something we all think about, our deepest financial worries. It doesn't just promise you more money, it promises an end to all that anxiety. And look at how specific these worries are. This isn't some abstract economic theory. We're talking about the real, tangible, everyday stress of buying groceries or just waiting for that next paycheck to hit. By calling out these exact pain points, the message makes an immediate, almost visceral connection with the listener. Now, this is a really key psychological shift. The promise isn't just about ending the fight for money. It's about completely reframing your entire relationship with it. By turning money into a best friend, it tries to transform something that causes anxiety into a source of comfort and support. And that offers a really powerful sense of relief. Okay, but here's the catch. A promise this big isn't a free ride. It requires something from you, the listener. It's not a passive experience. There are rules you have to follow for this so-called magic to work, which, you'll notice, very cleverly shifts the responsibility onto the person who's believing it. The entire system, and I mean everything, hinges on this one single word, certainty. This is presented as the master key that unlocks it all. The instruction isn't to just hope for wealth or wish for it, but to adopt a mindset of absolute, rock-solid conviction that it's already a done deal. So here's the user manual. 3 simple instructions. First, you have to listen to the whole thing. That ensures you're fully immersed. Second, you have to accept it as your new truth, which basically means you have to suspend all your disbelief. And third, you have to expect results today, which creates this powerful sense of urgency and puts the pressure on you to feel that change happening right now. And this line just hammers that core idea home. The power isn't really in the message itself, but in the listener's certainty. And this is a crucial move because think about it. If it doesn't work, well, the fault doesn't lie with the decree, does it? The fault lies with you and your own lack of belief. All right, so once the listener is hooked and they understand the rules of the game, they're ready for the main event. This is the part of the message that's designed to go in and fundamentally rewrite their entire story about money. What we're looking at here is a classic before and after story. It paints this really vivid picture of your current struggle, all that scraping and chasing, and then it contrasts it with a brand new reality of just effortless abundance. That final jump from chasing wealth to you are wealth, that is the ultimate identity shift. It's an incredibly persuasive way to frame it. Now, this is a really powerful rhetorical move. By reframing wealth as a birthright, the message shifts it from something you have to go out and earn to something you are born with and just need to reclaim. This is so empowering because it suggests that any struggle you've had in the past, that wasn't your fault. You were just disconnected from what was always yours to begin with. And that brings us to the final piece of this puzzle, affirmation. This is where the whole process moves from just passively listening to actively speaking. This is the part designed to take that new identity and make it permanent. This statement right here, this is the pivot point. I mean, just notice the incredible shift happening. It moves your identity from someone who is out there seeking something they don't have to someone who simply is that thing. This is a foundational technique in these kinds of practices, and it's designed to change how you see yourself at the deepest level. And in the message just gives you an entire arsenal of these I am statements. Each one builds on the last, constructing a brand new identity, layer by layer. I mean, phrases like money bends to my will are designed to be repeated until they literally reshape your internal reality. And then look at how it wraps everything up. The language is absolute, it's authoritative, it's final. By saying the decree is final and it is done, the message tries to shut down any little bit of doubt you might have left. It's the linguistic equivalent of a judge slamming down a gavel and declaring the matter is settled. Case closed. So after breaking all of this down, we're left with one last question. We've seen all the rhetorical tricks and the psychological triggers. But when a message promises to change your entire reality, what's really more powerful? The words themselves, or a simple, personal choice to believe them?